Hello all, my name is Mars, and welcome back to the Séance of Blake Manor. The very first thing that we're going to do is confront Miss Barbosa about our hypothesis about her, although I think this should be pretty easy to resolve, all things considered.
More questions?
Your goal is to start a new life in your father's homeland now that your old life has gone up in flames.
Well, yes, that's about it. And I think that appears to be going well for me. Yes? Still, I have learned much about the summoning of ghosts, and I have my father's name now. Do you think I could see him somehow?
Oh geez, spirit camera? We can talk to her about the spirit camera? Okay. Dr. Callaghan has a camera that he's modified for taking pictures of spirits. A camera can do that? I was right. This is a house of miracles. Have you asked him how it works? Would it work for my father? I could ask him. Obrigada. Okay, so we might have to...
Sure.
Miss Callaghan is giving the, she's giving the talk in the drawing room, and I think he will be attending. Dr. Callaghan, that is. So, we might have to go to the drawing room for the speech if we want to be, efficient about this. I was wondering if we should skip the talk because that does take up quite a bit of time, but there are things I want to discuss with people who are going to be there. Specifically, who is it? Mr. O'Mara, who is the only person we still don't have an alibi for regarding the bridge game on Tuesday night. We know he wasn't at the bridge game because no one has mentioned him being there. So we need to talk to him. I kind of have my suspicion that because he seems to know Miss Dean so well, he might be the one that was fighting with her, but we don't really have any proof of that yet. We also need to confirm Mr. Scarrett's alibi, and I think we might be able to do that by talking to Miss McLeod, who spends a lot of time in the library. She's in the stables right now. So maybe if we head over there really quickly, we can ask her what was happening on Tuesday night. And if she saw Mr. Scarrett. And that leaves us just enough time to get to the drawing room as early as we can. Gardens, bathhouse, bar. Where are the stables? I don't think we can get to the stables through the gardens. We need to go somewhere else for that. Just getting lost in this old building. That's really what this playthrough is mostly about. Getting lost. Miss McLeod. We know that Mrs.
Hello, Mr. Ward. How are you?
We know that Mrs. Lau was at the bridge game, but you weren't. Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? Me? Oh, no, I was taking a nap. I think Victoria was there, though. Okay.
I'll let you be, miss.
Take care, Mr. Ward. Hello? What brings you back?
I'll ask you about the bridge game, I guess. Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? It was. It didn't go too terribly either, though I was more there for the conversation than for the game. I didn't attend many gatherings of this kind, so it seemed like a good way to meet some of the others. Did many attend? A few. It was the first time I met our host, Marquis Blake. Along with him was Dr. Callaghan and his Aunt Fia. There was Miss Quena Barbosa, Mrs. Darcy too, and yes, Mr. Coventry completed the set. Okay,
That's all, Mrs. Lau.
Farewell, Mr. Ward.
so you were not as helpful as I wanted you to be. Yes, I set a reminder about the drawing room speech. Ooh. It got dark. It's only 3 p.m. It should not be this dark. I guess it's already raining, so... It's already raining, so the sun's starting to go down. Wood. Oh, and it got darker inside, too. Fantastic. The sun going down would cause it to get darker in general. Alright, I want to go to the drawing room. It will take up some time, but I think that it's useful enough for our current goal to attend the talk. There's the bar, that's going to be open soon. I don't know. Who else could I talk to who might know where Mr. Scarrett was? He was in the library, he said. And do we have an alibi for Mr. Dupre? Mr. Dupre, yes. Oh, and Mr. Toussaint as well. We need to find him. Let's head to the drawing room.
Well, this is more of a turnout than I was expecting. To those of you I haven't met, I'm Miss Callaghan, and I'm here to talk to you all about the other crowd.
Stay and listen for 30 minutes? Sure.
Thank you all for coming. I hear a lot of you have come from far afield, so it seems only right that you should get to know this place, our home, a little better. We share this land with the other crowd, the Aishchi, or people of the Mound. You'll have heard them called many things, no doubt. The good people, the weak folk, the fair folk. Some of you will know them by the F word, but we won't be saying that here. And what are they? Sure, I can't tell you what nobody knows. The church would tie themselves in knots, trying to bend the truths of the world to fit their narrative. They want you to believe, first of all, that the other crowd don't exist. Then, secondly, once you know they are real, the church wants you to think of them as angels, ones that never took a side in the battle of heaven, cast down to earth and not hell, for they're sitting on the fence. Now, I've never heard anything of this ilk from any reliable source, only holy salesmen. Other people confuse them for types of ghosts. And given how similar the Banshee and Fargurtha are to ghosts, I can forgive that. But they are more than that. Some would say they are the land incarnate. Really, it's best to think of them as forces of nature. They are no more good or evil than a storm. But you'd also want to stay out of the path of a bad storm. All that said, it's easier to avoid a storm. There are signs and you get warning. Not so with the other folk. Best you can do is be polite and leave your offerings. And to avoid them altogether, best not to meddle in anything that might catch their eye. That's the main reason we don't call them by their name. Or, you know, do strange magic on their doorstep.
And these fairy...
Etienne? Which also, good, he's here. We can ask him about the bridge game.
Please, sir, don't call them that. I've given you many's an alternative that won't draw their eye to this place, which you don't want. Trust me there.
My apologies, madam. These other folk, they differ from the winged fairies of children's stories, right?
As much as you and I differ from a wild animal. Yes, all of Europe, probably further, has their own form of the good folk. Primordial forces of nature, all. as unknowable to us as a storm or wave. As I said, Catholic monks came and tainted history, tried to write them out of existence, and when that failed, they tried to write the fear out of them.
Write the fear out of them. What does this mean?
Writing them as friendly winged sprites. Friendly to children and all that. Stories are powerful ways to change a land and its power. It's why the church always folded in the rituals and beliefs of a place they came to. Like in our case, how Ostara became Easter, Yule became Christmas, and Samhain became All Souls' Day, when the blessing of the graves gets done.
This is genuinely really interesting. I'm glad we stopped in for this.
Look, I've lost my train of thought with all your questions. Where was I? What else? Oh, yes, speaking of Samhain, masks. You all have costumes for the ball this evening, yes?
It is all good fancy. My outfit will amaze.
Well, yes. But also, no. Samhain is when the dead walk among us. You know this. Sure you're here for that, right?
I should try to internalize the way she says that word, Samhain. I read it as sown in the pronunciation guide, but she says it a little differently.
Well, when they leave, they don't always leave empty-handed. Some want to drag the living with them, jealous as they are. That's why we dress up as ghoulish figures, so they can't tell the difference between us and them and will leave us be. I can see some of your faces. Superstitious old bat, you're thinking. Maybe. It's certainly been said before. But just this 1 year, when you're pushing the barriers to their limits, you might do well to keep a superstition or two in your back pocket. Right, no more questions. I'm tired of trying to talk sense into you lot. Listen or don't, it's no skin off my nose.
Why is she angry all of a sudden? Alright, we're done. Now I can talk to people. I hope people stay. Yay, okay. So the first person I want to talk to is you, Dr. Callaghan.
Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
Actually,
I have to be well.
I feel like that will make us leave the room, and I don't really want that to happen. Mr. O'Mara, let's talk.
You again?
Talk about the bridge game. Did you attend the bridge game the other night? The bridge game. That was Tuesday? I did not. No, I was elsewhere. In my room, praying, I imagine. Yes, that would have been it.
I'll be off, Mr. O'Mara.
Don't let me keep you.
So no one can prove it. Mr. Toussaint, where were you on Tuesday?
Hello.
You didn't happen to attend the bridge game on Tuesday evening. I did not. I'm not really one for socializing. Did you find anything more interesting to pass your time? Ah, you are probing. I have something you want to know? Information, perhaps? I suppose we are friends now that you have done me my favor, yes. The answer is a boring one. I sat the event out. I found a pleasant nook in the northeast corridor and read. But you do not need to trust me, monsieur, though it is the truth. The cook, Mademoiselle Murphy, I had asked her to bring me a sandwich that evening. She can attest to my whereabouts. Alright.
That's all.
So we need to find Miss Murphy.
I should close the mystery of who fought with Miss Dean. If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful for my investigation.
What I can't yet. I still need to prove 2 alibis. I need to find someone else who was in the library, and I need to talk to Miss Murphy, who is... Where is she right now? I don't know. Oh well. Dr. Callaghan. Let's use that spirit camera.
Mr. Ward.
Miss Barbosa is after a photograph of her late father. Do you know how I might be able to get something like that?
You're looking for spirit photography there. And it just so happens, I might well be able to help you. I will need her father's name to summon him for the photograph.
I have it already. His name was Seamus Shea O'Connor.
Seamus O'Connor? All right then. Why don't we find Miss Barbosa and go get set up?
Yay!
Now, you need to hold still. Very still, if you would.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, spooky. Why is he just hanging out over her shoulder? Why is he here? I mean,
I think it turned out quite well.
I'm glad.
How do you like it?
I'm glad he's here. I'm glad Inez looks very happy, but why would he be like on this property? That I don't understand.
I love it.
It's generally understood that the clearer an image one attains, the closer the spirit is to the subject, the more present they are. Which is to say, your father seems to be watching over you.
He's there because she is there. Makes sense.
Oh, thank you for this. Really.
You're most welcome, Miss Barbosa. Sincerely. I'll develop another copy for you, just in case something happens to the first one.
You don't have to do that.
Nonsense, it's no trouble. I'll get it to you, just as soon as I'm able. Your father's name, I take it he was Irish?
He was. That's how I came to be here.
And how do you find it, now you're here?
It would be hard to explain how much this magic house has done for me this day. And now that I have this image, I feel no desire to attend this seance. What a strange relief that gives me.
Mystery solved. And the ticker goes down one more. Nice. Mystery solved. Miss Quinn and Miss Barbosa. Reparations is the achievement I got. Oh, that was Dr. Callaghan's bedroom. Alright. Let's see. We can try to find Miss Murphy. She might be hanging around. She might be difficult to find, honestly. If she doesn't have, like, a designated post. Let's see, I wonder, is the bar open? If the bar is open, she might be there, like, serving drinks. Oh, you're right here. You're literally right here.
Sir?
Just hanging out in the atrium. Good on ya. Did you bring food to Mr. Toussaint in the Northeast Corridor on Tuesday night while the bridge game was played? I did, sir. I remember the time as I was bringing the young master his supper then. 'Cause of that, it was half cold by the time I got it to him. I bet the young master was none too pleased. He didn't complain, bless him. I think he was happy he got to stay up a little later. Oh, good kid.
I'll leave you be.
Oh, all right, sir.
Alright, good. Mr. Toussaint's alibi has been proven. Now we need to find someone, probably a woman, who was in the library. Or, no, not one of them, because they weren't here yet. So, we know where all the staff was, so it's not one of them. It could be... Just looking to see. It was probably Miss Hisham. So if we can find her. She might be up front in the lobby somewhere. We found her in the telegraph room before. Either that or she's in her room and we'll have to wait to find her. No, she's not in here. She's probably in her room. Disappointing. I mean, we know where her room is. We can go check. If not, we have a few more rooms we can snoop in that we know are empty. Okay, so Miss Hisham is in the northeast corridor. Miss Hisham's... It doesn't seem like anyone is on the other side. Okay, so she's not there. I guess I'll go looking for her for a little while. Yeah, why anyone would hang out here if they didn't have to is kind of beyond me. Oh. There are also... Remember that time I was looking around for stuff? I do remember there was some stuff... There's Father Sinnott. There was some stuff in the hedge maze, like over there, that I saw but didn't inspect because they weren't really relevant to what I was looking for. One of them was this. To my beloved Mary, may those who wander this maze be as lost as I am without you in my life. That uncovered a fact about Marquess Blake, but there's this stone pillar that seemed like it's probably relevant to our research on Irish gods.
What's this now? What Egypt carved this rubbish? You'd have to work hard to make a more rotten-looking rock. Some posh folly, this.
An old standing stone with a geometric pattern on it. I wonder if it's real or a replica. Okay. That's a library topic. Maybe we should look that up. Sacred sites. Look into Irish folklore. Not here. Geography, maybe? Or mythology? No. It's probably in geography. No. Where is this? Sacred sites. Why would we look up vampires? Archaeology? No. Not psychology, not the sciences, not medicine. Flora and fauna? No. No, just a bunch of stuff about Brazil at this point. Irish history? Standing stones or menhir are large, deliberately placed stones found around the world, but especially in Ireland. There's no consensus on the purpose of standing stones. There are no records detailing it, or any surviving traditions that can be reliably traced. However, there are several theories as to their purpose. Those most commonly held would posit that they marked the boundaries of territories, or that they had ritual significance to old Druidic religion. Some menhir, cloch fada in the Irish tongue, are found to be inscribed with a long-forgotten and therefore indiscernible language. Okay, that was no help. Nothing right now. The entity is associated with the hedge maze. Might there be a clue out there? Should I look out there again? I'm gonna look out in the hedge maze again. Oh. Ooh. Is this the code for the safe? Somebody has carved the numbers 26, 14, 32 into a post here. Okay. Let's try that. 26, 14, 32. $26, 13, 32. Didn't work. 26, 14. 26, 14. I did 13 before. 26, 14, 32. Yes! Master key. The groundsman's key. This may be very useful indeed. It may even unlock some of the guest rooms. And strange materials. What's this? Twigs and horsehair? They are covered in soot for some reason. The same materials used to craft the charm in Miss Dean's fireplace. But what does it do, and why would Mr. Hunter have placed it there? Okay. Well, we accomplished something. I looked and looked through the hedge maze, but I could not find anything new of note. Yeah, we still need to investigate the staff quarters, but... Okay, we did something. We accomplished something. And now we have even more keys, so let's do a little bit of snooping, shall we? Let's see, we got the key for the northwest corridor. All we're missing is the southwest corridor. So let's head on back to the atrium and see who the northwest corridor gives us access to. Southeast, so northwest. There's the men's bathroom. We're looking at Mrs. Lau, Miss McLeod, in an unoccupied room. Alright, so Mrs. Lau and Miss McLeod. I'm gonna write that down. But let's see, who else do we know is out of their room right now? Both of them are. But I'm not really interested in investigating their rooms right this second. I'm a little more interested in the Callaghans. I'm interested in the Callaghans. Because we know, like, nothing about them. Although... since we know nothing about them, maybe that means we shouldn't focus on them? Let's see, whose mystery do we know the least about, really? We really have nothing on you. Or you. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go to the northeast corridor and see what I can find there. My other option would be Mr. Dupre. I feel like we know more about him. Yeah, because we found the ghost at the fire pit. It might be a good idea to look into him. Yeah. So let's go to the northeast corridor. And see if Mr. Dupre is home. Can't hear anything. Doesn't seem like anyone's on the other side. Let's go to Mr. Dupre's room and have a look. Another big room. Documents. Mr. Dupre's travel papers from the United States. A luggage ticket for Bay 46. There's a symbol scrawled on the back. A sigil like the ones from my dream. Ticket sigil. We got a lead for him there. What's our lead? Check ticket. Search the luggage room for clues. Okay, that I can do. Nothing of interest in the nightstand. Note, an exchange between Miss Montavani and Mr. Dupre, arranging a meeting for this weekend to discuss funeral rites. The meeting is scheduled for 6 p.m. in the drawing room, after Miss Montavani's talk, which is at 5 p.m. Perhaps I could listen in? Writing materials. Okay. A newspaper. These drawings. They look like Evelyn Dean. She also looks exactly like that ghost I saw at the Hedge Maze fire pit. Photograph of Miss Dean. I can discuss that with him. Drawings of a young woman. Books about Maman Brigitte, the Loa, a god in the voodoo religion of life and death. The chapters which discuss her connections to the Irish Saint Brigitte are dog-eared and annotated. Okay. Mr. Dupre has been sketching his dead friend. Okay. An urn. A new urn filled with ashes. Mr. Dupre must have lost somebody recently. A book on Irish mythology. There's a note on the inside cover. To the devil on my shoulder, I hope you enjoy this book. Thank you for wanting to read it and for seeing me truly. Always, your best friend, L. A journal. How is this possible? It's uncanny. Evelyn Dean is a spinning image of my dearly departed friend. I thought her a ghost at first. It cannot be a coincidence, us meeting here like this. I am being no, compelled to act upon this message. That cannot be allowed to happen. I'll write of it no more. I cannot dwell, cannot feed the urge. The urge? What is happening to you, Mr. Dupre? That's the same image from my dream. And what else? There's another observation. I can't find it. There. Night after night, I see this, but why? We uncovered a fact about him. Wardrobe. No shoes. Where are your shoes, sir? There are your shoes. Medium-sized shoes. Man, we are not eliminating anyone based on their shoes, are we? Mr. Dupre's schedule for this weekend. I have noticed his movements in my timetable. Alright. I don't see anything else in here that we can look into. We know that we can look in the luggage room now. I wanna... Can we see where Miss Hisham is on the map? Ground floor. No. Courtyards. No. Basement. Walled garden. Hedge maze. No, she is nowhere to be found. Maybe if we go to her room next, we can find her timetable. and that'll tell us where to find her, because I would really like to confirm Mr. Scarrett's alibi. No one's on the other side. Okay. Okay, schedule. Miss Hisham's scheduled for the weekend. Yay. So where is she gonna be? She's gonna be in the east corridors. Okay. Okay. Shoes. Medium shoes. Nothing of interest. I don't need to be quick about it because I know she's just gonna be in the halls. What's this? She's been mapping the grounds and marking rooms off, the reason for which I cannot tell. Charcoal and drawing paper. Miss Hisham likes to draw then. Stationery. Alright, the stationery doesn't really tell us anything. A neatly rolled up prayer mat. She's Muslim, we knew that. The Quran, a copy of the Quran. Little of interest in the stool. A journal. That dream. It keeps pulling my attention away from the vase. Sometimes hours of searching have gone before I realize I've been looking for something else. That symbol. Miss Hisham has seen it too. Did she also dream it? Okay. Ooh, we can see... Ah, E. I pressed E by accident and that gave me something. And a book. A book of poetry. Alright. Ooh, there's more. Dresses, no need to look at that. We already know her shoe size. A vanity box. Nothing interesting inside it. Nothing in here catches my eye. Nothing in here catches my eye. Okay. Get out of Dodge. And then I guess, before we end, I don't know how much I'm going to need to cut out because I was wandering that hedge maze for quite a bit. Getting nothing. But let's check the luggage room. Let's see if we can do this in 1 minute. Luggage check 46. None of this has a number on it. That's upsetting. That trunk has something interesting on it. I guess we look at the luggage that was highlightable. Alright, it's 4. It's almost the second half of the day. Let's keep looking at luggage for number 46. Luggage bay 46. Okay. This would make this Mr. Dupre's trunk. And there was a sigil scrawled on the back of his ticket. Oh god. Okay, it shows me. It's not like what was in Miss Montavani's room. How does this work? There we go. Will this open it? Yes. There's a letter in here. And a Ouija board. Where is she? Did I lose her on arrival because this is where she wanted to be laid to rest? Spectres have such a strong presence in this place. I find it hard to think anyone finds rest here. But I've searched every flame, every fireplace, lamp even. Still no sign of her. Even the fire pit outside. I felt something there, but no sign of her. But I will keep searching. I will find you, dear friend. I refuse to give up until I am sure. That ghost I saw in the hedge maze, the one at the fire pit. Lead, commune with fire pit ghost. It's a spirit board. Is Mr. Dupre trying to commune with a ghost? And we took it. Okay, so we can probably... commune with the fire pit ghost. We can use the spirit board to do that. I have the spirit board and can try communing with the ghost of Dupre's deceased friend. Okay. First, though, I want to talk to Miss Hisham. Because we looked so hard for her. Oh, conversation to eavesdrop on.
What do you mean the forge isn't set up? I sent word ahead.
I'm sorry, sir, but our telegraph machine was not working, so we must...
Gods no, I didn't telegram. Terrible yoke. Wouldn't go near one. No, my cousin only came by a few weeks ago and told you.
Do you know who he spoke with?
How would I know that? Do you think he walked halfway across the country to give me a thumbs up?
No, of course not, sir. Regardless, even if we had received word, there is no working forge here. Only the anvil remains, and that is ornamental.
And your horseman? How does he shoe his horses then?
I believe he takes them to a place in Guildford.
Ah, here.
Okay. Let's go to the east corridors. Oh, there's the... Oh, so many conversations to eavesdrop on.
Oh no, miss, I'm fine, thank you.
Please, Mrs. Joyce, I beg of you to listen.
Please now, Miss Mantovani, I said I'm fine.
But I do not need the cars to see how much you carry. You need rest.
I said I'll not hear it. I'd rather my joints suffer the cold than your corruption, witch.
You could just apologize to her for that right now. Just apologize. I feel like that's what we're looking for Mrs. Joyce to do, just apologize, and she's not doing it.
What is this corruption of yours? I simply see you need rest.
Instead, it's got to be so much more complicated than that.
No, my room is big and grand. And a horror to clean, I am sure. You were there an hour on Friday. That is an hour best spent at rest. It is needed. And I am more than capable.
I? You mean to say that... Why would you? No one's ever... No. Idle hands make the devil's work. Now please, leave me be.
Miss Mantovani is so nice. Are you sure there's nothing we can talk to you about with Mrs. Joyce? You can ask her about her family. Do you have family back home, Miss Mantovani? Yes, a big one. More uncles, aunts, cousins, nieces, and nephews than you could count. All in one another's pockets, knowing business and having opinions, laboring on the same farmlands, day in and out, with no hope for a better life. I miss them. When I was young, it was a terrible life for me, but now as I age, I had hoped. Do not mind me, Senor Ward.
That's all.
Of course.
Okay.
Does all this not bore you?
Should it? It's fascinating, in a way. Lots of case studies, certainly.
Well, it's nothing like your usual sort of thing.
Oh, it's not all scientific, but... Look, you're talking to a woman with a shrine in her room. I'm not entirely clinical. Besides, look at you. Ivy, I said I would come with you. Do you expect me to regret it?
I suppose. I just thought, what with who things are.
You're always the first one to know when my temper's run short. Do you suppose I've managed to hide it from you, of all people? Besides, you know I would take any excuse to spend my time with you.
Oh, good grief. But you are always so sweet.
She's in love with you, Ivy.
Don't look away like that. Everything will be alright.
No, I just... Maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Northeast corridor. Southeast corridor. Okay. It doesn't matter which. We'll find her here. Sorry, I got a Discord notification. Not there. Over here. No. Let's see. You're behind me? You're by the basement? Okay. There you are. Why are you looking at the basement?
Mr. Ward, you need to talk to me.
I already asked you about the bridge game. Who else could I ask?
I'll leave you.
May Allah.
There are more people I could ask, like Miss Erickson, perhaps? She might be in her room, though. Or Miss Darcy? We can ask Miss Darcy. Let's go towards the gardens. That's the stables. There's you.
Mr. Dupre, I'm almost disappointed. I would stay clear of that one. I have my suspicions about her.
Mrs. Darcy, if I didn't know any better, I would think... Can I help you, Mr. Ward?
No, I was just passing by. Sorry to interrupt.
That is quite all right. We were done talking anyway.
Okay, Mrs. Darcy.
Mr. Ward.
What do you know about the bridge game? Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? Indeed, I was. Yeah. Okay.
That was all.
Good day, Mr.
Who else could I possibly ask who wasn't at the game? Miss Montavani was reading for Lloyd. Miss Quinn was at the game. Miss Callaghan was at the game. Mrs. Erickson. It must be Mrs. Erickson I have to ask. But I have no idea where she could be either. Okay. Let's go to the fire pit and try to perform this exorcism. Or communion with the ghost. Use spirit board.
I found this. Does it help? I'll take that as a yes.
She's moving it fast. In what seems to be the same pattern? It must be the same sentence over and over. I just need to find the start of the message and then the end. She... Ashes to ashes. Ashes to ashes. Ashes to ashes.
Ashes to ashes. Is that it, miss? It must be. Ashes to ashes. Do you mean your urn? Unless...
Ooh. A charred piece of paper. I swear that wasn't there before. Did she? Did someone try to burn this? Either way, whatever survived is readable. Evelyn, 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 Mama, Evelyn, 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 Dean. She is a parasite upon my thoughts. She is the face of my dearest friend, corrupted, corroding her memory. Evelyn Dean will be the vessel. She must contain Laura's spirit. The universe begs for it by her design. Okay, so Lloyd was trying to put his friend into Evelyn. She'll return to me. Here. Here. No. 1, 2, 3. Mama, save me from darkness. 1, 2, 3. Here. Not there. A stranger here. A strange land here. The vessel had to have been here in a land I've never been. Mama has never seen. 1, 2, 3. It's getting its hooks in me again. It grows fat on my grief. Burn it. Burn these thoughts before it takes hold. Burn it. Burn it. Burn... Sweet Lord. Evelyn Dean as a vessel for another spirit? For this spirit? Does Mr. Dupre really mean to go through with this? Hypothesis unlocked for Mr. Dupre. Alright. Mr. Dupre's goal is to transfer the soul of his dead friend into Evelyn Dean.
Mr. Dupre means to transfer his friend's soul into Evelyn Dean's body. I should find and confront him about this.
Luckily, he's near. Alright. I'm gonna... Is anyone in the hedge maze currently? You three. No one I'm particularly looking for. Yeah. Alright, let's go confront Lloyd. I guess I'm making 2 episodes out of this because, like, I don't know where to start and end now. I hope you don't mind if I do this in front of Mrs. Darcy. She's already bared her secrets to me.
Hello again.
Your goal is to transfer the soul of your dead friend into Evelyn Dean.
Oh, sweet damnation. Mama, how could I keep the company of such dark thoughts? I didn't do it. I could never. It goes against everything that we...
Then take heart, Mr. Dupre. You haven't acted yet. But I must ask you as a matter of urgency. Are these thoughts your own?
I don't know. I've felt a heaviness here these past few days. Something in this place that feeds on grief, drives obsession. The moment you spoke, it felt as if you'd broken a spell. But I'm worried. Terrified that it could return just as suddenly.
Then we must act quickly. Have you any idea how we might break this hold on you?
Oh, Mr. Ward, I must lay my friend to rest. I should never have delayed it to begin with.
Laura, yes? I believe I met her spirit at the fire pit.
You saw her. I thought I felt something there, and yet she's been taken from my sight. I was foolish, selfish. enough to want one last adventure together. I should have laid her to rest before coming to this place.
There is still time, Mr. Dupre.
Yes, you are right. Of course there is. There is a ritual. I do not know if it will work, far as we are from Amon's reach. But we must try. I'm sorry, Laura. I hope you'll forgive an old friend his folly.
Oh. Already taking us somewhere.
Hello, old friend. I can't see you, but I know you are here. I'm a fool for trusting only my treacherous eyes. Perhaps my time here has somehow cut me off from you. Am I so corrupted that you're lost from my sight forever? I can feel you laughing at me. This is serious, Laura. I could have... Yes, all right. I just thought we'd do one last mad thing together. It was blockheaded. I know. Though, in fairness, I entirely lack blockheadedness. Yours must just be infectious.
Oh, it seems like they were good friends.
Oh, I'm glad we could... Oh, Laura, you'd think it would be easier the second time, wouldn't you?
I feel for him. I do.
Goodbye, sweet friend. Is it? I don't think it's working. I can still feel her here with us.
You are right. She has not gone.
Uh-oh. I thought maybe we wouldn't have an act for
Mr.
him.
Dupre.
She's trapped, Mr. Ward. While I've been in battle with my thoughts, she's been drawn deeper into the Manor's grasp. I cannot afford any more delays. I'll grieve my cowardice when my friend is freed. The reality of it is, Mr. Ward, that Maman Brigitte is too far out to fully reach these lands. Until we can extend her influence, Laura will be trapped. There is another way. A different ritual that calls upon not only Maman Brigitte, but her Irish aspects as well, Breed and St. Bridget. We'll need a representative for each aspect. Someone to be a vessel or a stand-in. For Maman Brigitte, I can do the honors. I will provide the stones for her fire. The goddess Breed. What do you think, Laura? Will Mr. Ward do?
Me? But
Laura was a priestess of Breed. Her trust is her blessing, and clearly she trusts you. You shall tend the flames.
I was thinking maybe that handkerchief, the something breed that Mrs. Joyce gave us would do something here, but I don't know.
I can't.
You can, Mr. Ward. You must. And lastly, the abbess, St. Bridget. We must find someone who's close to her. They'll need a gift of some sort, a demonstration of deep devotion.
I can try to find somebody.
Thank you for all of this.
Discussion update the third aspect with Mrs. Joyce.
Hello again.
Discussion update the brought breeze. We can discuss this with him. Do you know what a brought breathe is, Mr. Dupre? Indeed I do. In simple terms, it is a powerful cloth endowed with the blessing of St. Bridget. I've known those who make them to be among her most devoted and loving followers.
I've taken enough of your time.
Not at all, Mr. Ward.
Alright. So I guess this is how Mrs. Joyce atones. Not by apologizing to Miss Montavani, but by helping another spirit move on. Okay, it doesn't really seem like it's an atonement that fits the crime, but it'll work. Alright, Mrs. Joyce. Come on and do me a great big help. Do Lloyd a great big help. Do Laura a great big help. I know where you're hiding. Not really hiding, you're just hanging out in the atrium. Or no, you're not. Where are you, Mrs. Joyce? In the atrium still. Maybe upstairs? Oh no, she left when she was talking to Miss Montavani. She fully left. Damn it. Where did Mrs. Joyce go? Damn it. Okay. Where are you gonna be next? First floor, southeast corridor. Okay. We'll know where to find you then. And until that happens... I don't know, we made some progress. It's just an issue of knowing where to find people. I think Mrs. Erickson is the only person that we can talk to maybe support Mr. Scarrett's alibi. To my knowledge, she's the only woman who wasn't mentioned being there who we haven't talked to yet. But we won't know where she is until she goes to the bar at some point. Yeah, until 6. So I guess next time, I guess I'm cutting the episode off here. Next time we'll do a little snooping to pass the time. And once we can find Mrs. Joyce again, we will have her help out Lloyd. And until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more The Séance of Blake Manor.